Hi, my name is Mike Bryan. I'm happy to have Nancy Rutledge here today, who's the Director of Marketing at Helen Purcell. Thank you, Nancy, for coming today.
Thank you for inviting me.
And we'd like to provide this resource for folks who want to learn a little bit more about Helen Purcell. And I suppose, Nancy, one of the most important questions is, where are you located?
Helen Purcell is located at 1854 Norwood Boulevard. We're located on 5 acres in a residential area. It's quite beautiful.
And what's the best phone number if they need to get in contact with you?
740-453-4099.
And for those who might use email, what's your email address?
Nancy.Rutledge@helenpurcell.org.
And if they want to look at the website, it's just helenpurcell.org.
Yes,
Okay.
and the phone number and email contact is there as well.
Okay. And so if they're interested in Helen Purcell, you're the first contact then, is that accurate?
Yes, and I would ask a few questions if they contacted me. It's just so I can get a good feel for what level and size of apartment that they are looking for, so that we can make sure that when they do visit Helen Purcell, they get to see what they actually want to see.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so if they were to go there and go on a tour, what should they expect? You know, anytime someone's visiting a new place, it might be a little bit intimidating. I think it's mostly because they don't know what to expect. So if they are meeting with you, wanting to take a tour, what typically happens?
Well, I would sit down with them, ask a few questions again to determine if they are looking for a studio apartment, because we do have a full range with 1-bedroom apartments with a kitchenette, or 1-bedroom apartments with a full kitchen, to 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartments.
Sure.
And or maybe they're interested in our healthcare wing, which is called the Shinnick Center, and in there we do more intensive nursing. While it is not a skilled nursing facility, we do give more direct and immediate care in that area. So I will have to determine what part of the building that they're most interested in.
And then they could see, as you said earlier, the room that might best fit them for what care they might need.
Correct.
Okay. And I know on their website that's Garden Suites, Legacy Living, Shinnick Center, and Memory Care. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, other than the room itself, I know there are other social activities going on out there. Can you give us an idea of what typical social activities take place?
Sure. We have an activities director, and in her department, we have activity personnel for those that are in the more independent living, which is the Garden Suite and Legacy living area that you mentioned. And then we also have activities person for the Shinnick Center, so that the activities are designed to match the people, the residents that are using them. So they will have a variety. We have meetings with the residents and find out what it is they would like to do. Bingo is a favorite, but we also have ice cream, root beer floats on the patio,
Sure.
which was an event today. Everyone was enjoying.
Nice.
And we have a bus that we can transport to area restaurants or area points of interest that the residents have indicated that they would like to go to. So there is activities every day. Generally, there is one at in the Shinnick Center in the morning and afternoon, sometimes in the evening, and then in the Legacy they do morning exercises and coffee clutch every day where they discuss the current events, and then in the afternoon there's another activity.
So Nancy, another question that I have relates to the amount of care someone needs. If someone's completely independent, you have rooms for them as well, right?
We do. We have apartments that are for a person that is completely independent, and they may come bringing their car. We also welcome pets, so they will care for their pet.
Okay.
And the person there still has all of their daily activity or daily needs met, in that laundry and the meals and housekeeping and the maintenance is still all done for them, so that frees them up to do the things they want to be
Do
doing and not
the fun
have
things,
to-
right?
Yes.
The social
Yes,
activities.
yes, absolutely.
Well, and if they need some additional assistance, if someone needs help with dressing or with toileting, things of that nature, they can receive that increased level of care as they age. Is that accurate?
Yes, and they can receive those a la carte services in the Legacy and Garden Suites. And then the Shinnick Center, they receive them unlimited, so it's included.
Now, the therapy they receive, I understand that is contracted outside, so if they have a relationship already, they can use that person to help with that additional assistance they might need.
That's right. The resident, their family members, and their doctor determine who will be their therapy provider, and they will come to Helen Purcell to provide that, depending on the type of therapy that's needed and the frequency.
Okay. So if a person decides that, okay, Helen Purcell is the place that I want to be, what are the next steps at that point? I assume they have to sign an agreement, and describe that process. I mean, can you move in pretty much as soon as you're ready?
Yes, so we need to have medical information and have a medical history to make sure that we can meet the needs and be ready for any medical situation that may arise. Mm-hmm. And an application needs to be completed, and then once those are done, then an agreement is signed.
Okay. And so after that is completed, then a move-in date would be set and they'd be in good shape.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
All right. So what sets Helen Purcell apart from other facilities someone might be interested in?
But Helen Purcell has a lot of area history. It is a 501c3, meaning that it is a nonprofit. And with that, we are large enough that we stay in operation, and we are small enough that we get to know our residents very well, know their preferences, mm-hmm. and they are treated like family. And the staff there look at themselves as visitors in the home of the resident.
Sure, yeah. Well, and if someone has questions about Helen Purcell, and again, you're the main contact. You'd be the person they want to talk to find out more information. So, again, thank you so much for coming here today and talk about Helen Purcell. So, again, please reach out to Nancy if you have questions about what options are available. And thanks again for watching today.